And that's exactly what he did. Put it on him, striking, chain wrestling, takedowns, everything. Let me hold him down. That's what Covington said, and it was incredible. Man, like Cam, leave us a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment as well if you could. Can we talk UFC NEWARK for a second? All right then, so Covington gets it done, 50-45 on most people's cards. What an incredible showing from the controversial heel turn that is Covington. I didn't see this coming. Not that Covey couldn't win. Granted, ruthless Robbie Lawler is getting on in age, durability, questions around his gas tank, which conversely are Covington's strong points. But I still didn't think he'd be able to be so dominant over 5-minute rounds. Incredible. Let's break it down. So first, I was really impressed with his chain wrestling. Obviously, Covington's famed for his wrestling. That it is the way he perseveres at takedowns and is controlled once he gets it to the mat. But Robbie Lawler's takedown defense is legendary. I think statistically one of the best that we've ever seen in the UFC. So how does Covington get Robbie Lawler to the ground? And second question, how does he keep it there? The dude starts striking with Robbie Lawler, comes out, no fear, starts jabbing him. Absolutely incredible. Robbie Lawler is more concerned halfway through the first round by Covington striking than the takedown. And then what does Covington do? Launches in on the takedown, double legs, single legs, pushes a man up against the fence, and then takes him down. Incredible chain wrestling, absolutely incredible. And you need strength as well as technique to do them things, and that should be noted. Takes Robbie down, never ever sacrifices his positional advantage for going for a submission. So a couple of times we've seen in rounds 2 and round 3, the rear naked choke is there for Kobe. He kind of feigns it, it looks like he wants it, and then sacks it up. And the reason why he sacks it up is because he knows he's not a submission grappler, A. And then B, if he tries the rear naked choke and tries to get the hooks in, if he goes for it fully, that the downside potential is that he loses his positional advantage. And positional advantage for Covington is all that he needs to get this fight done. He needs to wear out Robbie Lawler. That's all that he needs to do. In fact, you can draw comparisons between Robbie and Conor in that for the first 5 to 10 minutes of the fight, they are super dangerous. Super dangerous. They can knock you out. They have serious power in their hands, dangerous kicks, crazy techniques coming from all angles, both of them, Robbie and Conor. But then after that, the drop off is so severe. If they're operating at 110% for the first two rounds, the drop off is like 30-40% straight away, and it continues going like this. But that initial drop off is absolutely massive. It's material. So Kobe's objective is to get out of those first 2 rounds, and in doing so, extract that 30-40% drop off, right? He wants for Robbie Lawler to get into the 3rd round, because as soon as he does, you have a different Robbie Lawler on your hands. Far less dangerous, far less dangerous. The drop off is substantial, and that's exactly what he did. Put it on him, striking, chain wrestling, takedowns, everything. Let me hold him down. That's what Covington said, and it was incredible. I tell you what I noticed about Kobe as well. Striking. So not just volume. So we always know Kobe's volume is going to be on a madness. His frequency of strike is crazy. Sets a record last night. I think it's like 400 strikes. 400 strikes going into the 4th round. An average of 100 strikes, effective strikes around. That is crazy. That's a record for any UFC fighter in any weight division. Unprecedented levels of activity in terms of volume. That's mad. Covington is a dangerous geezer. So Kobe, this fight, for the first time, isn't just a voluminous striker. It's not just the frequency that, by the way, is upped world records. But he's also tagging technique, techers, proper techers. So he's got the jab. He's putting a jab in Robbie Lawler's face every time, keeping him occupied with that. I've seen him doing spinning wheel kick. That's incredible. How is Kobe, since when was Kobe Covington capable of doing spinning wheel kicks? He's on a madness. So this, by the way, all of these things are giving Robbie Lawler something to think about, right? He doesn't just have to think about the takedown, because unfortunately for wrestlers, this isn't 1990 in UFC 1. Wrestlers can't come in like Ken Shamrock did and Hoist Gracie, granted Hoist isn't a wrestler, and just look to take a man down to the ground and then done. UFC fighters nowadays are too high level and too well rounded. You need to give them something else to look at. So that's exactly what Colby Covington did, right? Gave Robbie Lawler lots of different looks, lots of different facets of his game to look at. Spinning back kicks, obviously the takedowns throughout, constant threat. Punches to the body, punches to the head, uppercuts, hooks, takedown again. Robbie Lawler didn't know what to do. You've seen Robbie Lawler going into round 3 and 4, literally hands up just defending. He doesn't know which way, he doesn't know what's coming at him next. So voluminous striking, varied striking, takedowns are coming always. And then to boot, you've got unprecedented energy levels. This dude will keep walking you down, Colby Covington. He's crazy. I'd said before the fight, yeah, that I really wanted Colby to come out and look absolutely amazing, because I was going to put a lot of money on Kamaru Usman, because I didn't think at least that he had smoke for Kamaru Usman. Doesn't have the same energy levels. His takedowns aren't as strong as Kamaru's. His striking definitely isn't as strong as Kamaru's, and he isn't physically as strong as Kamaru. So gotta lose, right? I didn't think I would feel this way on the back of such an impressive victory by Colby Covington. I don't know where my money goes. I don't know if I'm gonna back Kamaru against Colby. He looked that impressive. Absolutely incredible. Fair play to him, man. Fair play to him. Scumbag outside of the ring. But again, let me speak to this for a second. I don't blame the dude for getting his chael sonnen on. By chael sonnen, I mean that he wants to be more than just a fighter, right? It's not good enough in the Conor McGregor era to just be a good fighter. Damon Maia was that way for ages, and who knows Damon Maia? Did he cross over to the mainstream? Is he getting paid, or was he ever getting paid what he should have been getting paid when he was killing geezers and subbing geezers out in the first round? Probably not, because he wasn't a talker. He didn't cross over to the mainstream because he was just a very good fighter. The Marvin Hagler syndrome. Well, in the Conor McGregor era, you have to do more than that, and that's what Colby Covington's doing, right? Big on the talking, controversial, massive heel turn, plays the Kurt Angle music with the crowd retorting, "You suck, you suck," playing off of the heel turn. Listen, this gets people talking, right? Conor McGregor era now, you can't just go out there and be a very good fighter. It's boring. Nobody cares about that. Nobody's not gonna watch you. Nobody ain't paying for the pay-per-view just because you can throw a hard leg kick, or because you shoot a good double leg takedown. Colby Covington is doing his best to use everything in his control to up his brand and become a mainstream star. Donald Trump knows who he is. Donald Trump gives that dude a call to congratulate him. Donald Trump even sends his family there to go and watch the fight cage side. This dude, Colby Covington, man. You know what? I hate you. I hate your guts. I hate everything what you stand for, but salute, proper. So let's talk to what's next for Colby Covington and Kamaru. It has to be Colby. I know Jorge Masvidal's been going on with a madness, and he's doing pretty much this. He's following the same path, right? Trying to become a mainstream star, calling out Conor McGregor and all the rest. But I'm sorry, UFC and Dana White have to give the title shot to Colby Covington. Now, after what happened last night, Colby's got to get it. He's got to get it. What happens in that fight? They're going to build it. They're talking December. Sooner the better, man. I can wait till December for it, but sooner the better. The build-up's going to be fantastic, right? I can't wait. Already, check on YouTube. Kamaru was he was on a broadcast. He was analysing in the box, right, with Karen Bryant and Rashad. The build-up's going to be mad. They brought Colby Covington up to the booth, had loads of security around them so they couldn't get at each other, but let them banter it out, go back and forth. I can't wait. Have a look. I'm gonna drop the link. Absolutely sick. Talking about UFC hyping up their fight preemptively. I love that stuff. And again, I would classify myself as a hardcore mixed martial arts fan. But I do love a bit of hype and a bit of banter. Who's gonna win that fight? Boy, I don't even know, man. I would have backed Conor before this fight, hard with the mortgage. No, I don't know. Staying out of this one. Kobe looked really, really, really good. Really good. What's next for Robbie? I'd suggest to Robbie to retire. I know he, in his post-fight comments, he said that go back to the drawing board and this, that, the other. It wasn't a shameful performance by Robbie, but he's on the wrong side of 35, and he, in my humble opinion, he's not going to get any better. Let's talk to the co-main. Jim Miller taps out, well, not taps out, makes go out Clay Guida. I don't know who didn't see these coming. Jim Miller's, again, the wrong age of 35 and getting into the twilight of his career, but nevertheless, he's got too much smoke for Clay. So Clay tags him. I was like, oh, that's a bit interesting. Surprised me. And then Jim Miller returns it, jumps into a fight, flying guillotine, and gets it done. Quite controversial on the stoppage. Everyone's saying Herb Dean was late. Herb Dean can't win for trying. First, it's Robbie Lawler. Oh, he stopped it too early. Now, you can see him, he's very cautious about stopping a thing too early, right? So he checks, Clay's in a position where you can't really tap. Proper guillotine, and plus he's tagged as he goes into the guillotine. So he can't really tap. Herb checks his arm once, sees that it's limp, but doesn't go for it, because again, this is what happened with Robbie, right? Checked his arm was limp, and then he called it off, and then Robbie jumps up straight away. No. So he checks again, and checks again, and then realizes Clay is out, and by extension can't tap, and then calls the fight. Oh, everybody comes out. Herb was so late. How did... As a mixed martial arts referee, you can't win for trying. You're either going to be too late or too early, and then everyone's going to curse you off, whichever happens. So Herb's stoppage was a bit late this time, but ultimately nobody was injured. I'm not going to begrudge a UFC referee a stoppage that was a couple seconds late. Ultimately, people have been crying out for the early stoppage on Robbie Lawler. So what do you expect to happen? Mixed martial arts fans are some of the most demanding fans in any sports. So don't watch that, Herb. On to the next one, man. So we got Shevchenko next week. Gonna try and put out a preview desperately this week, because it's gonna be a big fight again. So it's Shevchenko versus Liz Carmouche. UFC are smashing it. And then week after that, we got Stipe and Daniel Cormier. Oh, can't wait. Please, again, like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next video.